When I first saw it, I thought it was
Good evening. I would like to call the Government Services meeting to order for February 26th. Roll call, please. Here.
Here.
Yes.
Here. Here.
Here. Here. Here.
All right, thank you. Item number 4, the omnibus vote. Alderperson Moss.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the omnibus vote as
Second.
Thanks. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, item 5C, a presentation by Mr. Wilson on a update on the lead line replacement program. To report events with the EPA and Department of Health and, LA and EPA, proposed rule changes and procedures that will continue to talk. First of all, it's proposed change. Other facts and information. Questions below are going to allow LA EPA changes. The fire department orders that owner typical layout, you have a water main somewhere, right to the property line. Contractual service. is a little different. It only covers the cost of the water bill. I'll see if we can. Phone lines, partial to the city side only. Partial line service is will continue.
I have a question. What's generating the emergency, like, what is an emergency that would cause a lead line replacement right now? So if it comes up, you just do it?
Yes, we just go and
I've just, the slide right before this, again, complete curiosity, the partial side, the city side, 12 grand versus the B box of the meter is 8. I mean, I know you said there's variation there, but isn't that usually the shortest portion on the city side? Why is it more just?
Not necessarily. The reason there is because of the concrete asphalt.
Got it.
You're usually ripping apart roads, curb line, sidewalks sometimes, situation.
Everything you're saying makes sense to me, considering the policy is changing like a leaf in the, I mean, it's just constantly changing. So do you anticipate more changes over the next couple months, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the US EPA is going to be negotiating this new bill at the federal level. Once they react and let's say they actually pass it by October, then I would guess.
Yeah.
But I would guess that the states will better react based on the policy.
And then there's still the opportunity for the resident to sign a waiver to...
Yep. Like I said, they on the waiver had several options, reasons why you didn't want your private side replaced. The only option is really there now is you don't want to enter your property.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense to me what you're recommending, but thank you.
Regarding the funding options, it talks, you said in your presentation something about state, funding. Are those just typical grants that you're going to try to apply for, or is there going to be emergency relief in funding, whether at the state or federal level?
Well, I've heard about emergency relief. Currently, they're providing defense. They're pushing all funding opportunities through our typical low-interest loans with the state.
Okay.
Same process like we do for funding the water, wastewater plants with EPA low-interest loans. They just released some additional information yesterday about what those percentage rates may or may not look like. Right now, 80% of those funds come from the Fed, and then they pass it on. They add another percentage, they add another money or pot of money, so that they pass on to communities. Right now, there is no loan forgiveness or anything like that. There's some talk about the interest loans,
right.
but none of the final. But we'll continue to stay on it, continue to apply. As opportunities come up, there's a scoring system, but that's just like our funding for our water wastewater plant project. We have to score, we have to get up to their ranking, and then if we have the opportunity to leverage those, we come back to the council and ask for approval to leverage those, obviously, with the finance director.
Thank you.
Good?
All good.
Fine. Sorry.
So I have two questions, actually. So the first is, with the private side, you have a figure here, but how can you come up with that when you don't know what you're going to encounter on the private side with, like, tile and, all of those different things that you might have to replace?
So these are just average numbers.
Okay.
And this is all I'm going to be able to give you as far as average numbers until we actually get into the replacement program. We give you estimates, just like we do regular jobs, or engineering estimates, or staff estimates.
Okay.
So once we do the whole looking situation evaluated, then we'll be able to actually really get some true costs. Some are going to go up, some are going to be cheaper.
Right.
But this is an average, what region is seeing right now.
Okay, that's fair. And my other question is, so in talking to staff for a congressman in a separate area of the state, I understand that they are lobbying for funding for some of the municipalities that they support, and I don't know if that's something that we are looking at, is looking to our congressman, our federal congressman, to...
That's something I could ask the administration team.
Okay, thank you.
Do you anticipate, if you had to guess, March or April, what it will be when you guys return?
Really, depending on the government services schedule, I thought we would maybe change next month. So we're going to be back next month and we'll get back to the month. Our government services can't move to April.
Okay.
Maybe April 1st.
There you go.
But I guess
April Fool's Day.
I guess April.
There you go. Okay.
Somewhere near.
Anything else? No? Good. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
5D, Tim's not going either. Recommendation to approve a resolution awarding the bid for the well number 4 modification.
This is the well house that is outside the old police station. This job includes pulling the well, deep well, is similar to the well up in front of the building city hall. Now, came with the round when we pulled that well. So this is outside the alleyway by the old police station. We have to pull it. We are changing the head of the well. It's like a little more expensive. We're getting it ready for pivots into them, so it looks like the well head. You just walk off the front corner. That's brown, kind of tube that stick down the ground. That's what we call pivot adapter. So we're getting there. So whatever happens the next phase of the police station, the pivot adapter is installed, and we're able to take care of our maintenance. One bidder, Midwestern, local contractor, we've done this for 50 years. They have the ability to do both the Phillips adapter and some additional things.
Question?
Move for approval?
Second.
All right, a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Lund?
Yes.
Montioni?
Yes.
Gann?
Yes.
St.Charles?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Becker?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
All righty, that passes. 5E, recommendation to approve a resolution authorizing a service agreement for water well development.
This one, so you've heard me talk in the past about our need for additional well capacity. In November, we approved a fairly large design contract for well 8. That's really an additional deep well there. Leveraging some additional capacity or well, so that way we can start the efficiency we have in water pumping. Long term, after that well 8 project is completed, we still need additional wells in the city. This contract is to help us locate some additional wells. It's an hourly rate contract to go and drill test holes. To find aquifer, find water availability, and then come back and drill a bigger production test well that we can to compare ourselves for a location in the show. Again, only one single bidder. Again, it was St. Western. They are one of the viable well contractors in the area. They have the equipment and staffing availability to help us.
Move for approval?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Lund?
Yes.
Montioni?
Yes.
Gann?
Yes.
St.Charles?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Becker?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
All right, that passes. Item 5F, a recommendation to approve a resolution awarding a 3-year unit cost bid for water treatment salt.
So this is the salt used for our software. Very similar to your home software for salt regeneration. Some of our salt comes on the semi-truck. This is, unfortunately, we only received one bid. I think the only reason for that is because we're a smaller community. We have 2 softening plants, so our demand is not as high as smaller communities. Provider is the same provider we have used for the last 3 years. Their costs are reasonable, they're not greatly increased, not anything over what we expected. They did provide us a 3-year contract, so we can sign down to a 3-year cost. Our recommendation is to move forward with it.
Move for approval?
Second.
Moved by Brian, second by Bob. Roll call, please.
Lund?
Yes.
Montioni?
Yes.
Gann?
Yes.
St.Charles?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Becker?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
All right, that passes. And Tim gets the break. AJ, yeah. Item 5G, a recommendation to approve a resolution awarding the bid for a 5-year leaf and brush collection program.
Our leaf and brush program is due this year. We did a 5-year basis, so we can get a 2-year contract in. It's kind of a a familiarity type arrangement, getting to the neighborhood, and on the county funds with where people protect their pilots, the brush, believe it or not, does come into play. So our brush contract is 8 collection cycles annually, running monthly from April through November. And the leaf collection, 3 collection cycles running late October to early December. Our lowest bid for the brush collection portion of the contract was Tree Para, the Eagle side, and the full bid for leaf collection was Trimmer Tree Specialist of West Chicago. Both contractors are our current vendors for these services. They both performed well over the last contract period, and they both held their prices flat for the last 5 years. Leaf and brush collection services are administered by the city as a direct pass-through cost program. Residents pay for the program through the yard waste fee on the monthly utility bill. The prices we're receiving will result in an $8.88 annual increase, or 74 cents a month increase to that fee, bringing the monthly bill to $5.22 for the first 2 years. So I want to note in the recommendation to award the bid and also to amend the yard waste fee ordinance to reflect the cost associated with the service. At the end of the question.
I'll move. Does she have a question?
It sounds like they've been doing this in the past, but is the GPS data and the cameras, is that something new, or have they always been doing that?
That was something we added to the last contract. So Crimper on their own started doing website updates.
Okay.
We provided us the public interface. We did require that in
Okay, great, thank you.
I would just like to, I'd just like to make a comment, not really a question necessarily, but I've gotten some feedback from some residents who would like to see some more initiatives of education for residents who are interested in mulching and doing other things with their leaves besides having collection to potentially in the future reduce that need, because there are better environmental uses of time, energy, et cetera. And, you know, I can submit to staff some of the documentation that they've provided to me, but basically it's just a lot of environmentally conscientious purposes that I know that they do mulch the leaves that are brought into them, but they probably have some more information that I think would be helpful to clarify what they, then I can actually provide here, because I'm not a scientist and they are. I'm just trying to look at some of the notes that they gave me here. But I think it's important to keep in mind that as we go into the future, that maybe mulching is something that we want to give as an option and maybe reduce some of the leaf collection if we can.
I'll make note of that to leave the target goal. That's what I want to push that message out there.
AJ, what percentage, do we have a percentage of how many homeowners actually take advantage of this? I mean, you mentioned it's a pass-through cost, thank you, that is on the bill, but is there any idea of what percentage the community actually utilizes this?
I think leaf collection is most, if not all,
Yeah.
residents that have a service, usually they
Right.
generally take the leaves with them. There are exceptions to that. And brush collection, we discourage residents to use the service from bringing the brush up to the curb, just because typically that's part of the service provided and it's kind of taking advantage. But specifically, no, I can't answer especially for brush. Please, you can drive on down the street, especially, you know, 3 collections per year, but there's one big one and 2 small ones, and then you go down the street through that big one and
If I can just say to that, one of the arguments that was made to me is that if you stop that from feeling like a free service where they're just bringing it to the curb and you put it into a situation where they have to pay for bagging, more people would mulch as opposed to bringing it to their curb. So I don't know if that's true, it's just a point that was made to me.
So, motion by Steve.
Second.
Second by Brian. Roll call, please.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Monticelli?
Yes.
Gann?
Yes.
St.Charles?
Yes.
Workhoff?
Yes.
Spencer?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
All right, thank you, that passes. 5H, a recommendation to approve a resolution to authorize issuing a purchase order to contractor X for the reconditioning of transformer 3T1. Good evening.
So the substation transformers, they're always operating on a 40-year depreciation schedule, that's what we use in place. Some haven't made it that far, some have gone a little bit longer. But in today's world on the supply chain, prices just keep escalating. We hit number 6 substation 3 years ago, $700,000 for some transformers. The one that's due now is 1.265 down to 3. That's coming this May. Part of the urgency is coming in May. We don't think we can buy a new one for even $1 million to cut it. City has never refurbished a substation transformer. That's been when we were done with 05 and doesn't. This year, the price is going. This particular substation down the street is right behind us to the north. It's an 8-inch long. It hasn't had walls or one line. So we estimated refurbishing the cost. We have it in the budget. We have it in the budget. It's going to get approved. It's $515. 2 weeks ago, Card failed on it, locked it up, adjusting our voltage, so we have it online right now. So we increase what we think the refurbishing bids are going to be. They are due March 1st. We couldn't get it this week to have the bid. That's why it's on this contract. But that will actually be 40 to 50,000. We will have it in by then, but it's not for that. So the bid's due March 1st. Will be a recommendation. 3 reliable companies will refurbish it. And this standpoint, it makes sense for us for the first time when looking at reconditioning. We would have the option when it gets replaced to either make the next move that's due, which happens to be the things for the station over here, another one is 41 years old, or have a spare battery. That takes place. So the ones we would now make has been well over a year to get here. We have to remove the ones to get that in. That's emergency. If we weren't going to refurbish them, we would contract with somebody to have arrangements so the things on the way they can move them. So the refurbishment, that's part of that bid. We need to get that's going to be I've tried to get the date that it's expected in May. Not successful yet. Obviously, if it's early in the month, it's more critical to whoever's getting it and it might be late. That's the basis.
Paul, since we've never refurbished one before, is there an expectation on timeline as far as, how long it's gonna last after it gets refurbished? Any expectations there? Okay.
I have to go back and see the specs. It's not in like 5 years.
Yeah. Guarantee it.
Maybe not 4 years.
Just don't know what the time is.
4 years either.
Gotcha.
Yeah, less.
Okay, thank you.
That was my question. So 10 or 15 years?
And we haven't had anything fail faster than that. Again, the one on Curry Street, had developed rust being right at the bottom. The water was installation on the street. It got moved up. Actually, the one we're doing right now is supposed to be ahead of that.
So, Paul, so you mentioned so 515 was the original budget amount, but you increased it to 640, but not to exceed, so you're not expecting...
So, the part, or the part of the bill for transformers, all the acquisitions, it had a failure. We got a company in successfully, and what parts we needed, we don't have the bids on this one.
Right.
That's why it was kind of suggested to make sure we cover it.
Right. So you,
Shouldn't be that much, but that's why.
Okay. Okay, so you're obviously confident that 640 will be fine. Okay.
Less.
Right, okay. And this, it's my understanding this is, ComEd and other electric utilities are dealing with the supply chain issue, and so I totally get it. And so, again, I appreciate them asking the question about the refurbishment. You said it's guaranteed, so that makes me feel better too, but, so.
Not really much different than we have specifications of brand.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
You mentioned ComEd. This ComEd is negotiating with companies that's making all of the transfers. Those supply chain products are all
Move for approval.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Thomas?
Yes.
Monticelli?
Yes.
Gann?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Corvo?
Yes.
Stetser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Thank you, that passes. All right, 5I, recommendation to approve a resolution to authorize issuing a purchase order to SEL Engineering Services for SCADA integration. Yep.
So for a long time, historically, nobody had a water escape system, now electric escape. It's all about getting data and control records. And that's what that's all about. And the city, put the first one in, started in 2011, this company over back its name. At that point, they were strictly a U.S. company, pretty much in the U.S. first. They've grown to be a global company now. And they sold out to Emerson Electric, which is a huge company, not unlike GE. And 7 years we take over, we are getting zero response from them on follow-up questions. They'll make a phone call occasionally, they'll solve anything, we're talking to them. We started having a problem temporary so we're doing a lot of operations that are like right more in the field and not relying on them for the control. So, both sides, we pay annually for the license agreements or whatever, and we've got nothing out of it, and that's the last year and a half too. So, the recommendation for SEL, that's right sort of electronic labs, they've been around forever. We have a lot of products now from customers, relay control and all that. And so, we actually already approved some of these here for getting in place. They have a platform engineering that does data work and hosting like this other company we're dealing with them and all that. There's a much more universal platform, probably a lot more common in the US. So, Giovanni was not here when in Washington. He suggested we consider going to them for a stable system starting. So this recommendation is for the initial design of stable system around the and implementing the substation number 3. And the following years, however many, we require the same thing each of the other substations. They won't be as much as the first design kind of made nothing. That's our goal.
Question.
Steve, how much are we paying monthly for the licensing agreement?
It's not much of a thing, it's $22.
That's why they don't call.
There you go. That's why they all call. Got it.
I'm sorry, this is $22,000.
Oh, 22,000.
They should be, and they're not comfortable here.
And they push for us to pay it a month ahead.
We should probably stop.
Well, we have, but we will not be able to not do the license with them until we have it gone.
That's what's in the contract? You're not providing services.
We need the information as much as we don't, it still works partially, it's not plumbed, but we have lots of issues that we have to try to work around.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Brian, seconded by David. Roll call, please.
Thomas?
Yes.
Monticelli?
Yes.
Gann?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Corvo?
Yes.
Stetser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Thank you. 6A, recommendation to approve street parking and lot closures for the 2024 Fine Art Show. Chief.
Thank you. So the information is outlined in your packets and your agenda. This request is from the St.Charles Business Alliance. There's really no substantial changes from previous years, other than the fact that there will be a music and art event on the plaza, the downtown plaza here, on both days, Saturday and Sunday. There is a small request from the city for just some public work services, barricades and things. So with that, the Alliance is here, as well as myself, and either of us can answer any questions.
Approval.
Second.
Moved by Paul, seconded by Ed. Roll call, please.
Thomas?
Yes.
Monticelli?
Yes.
Gann?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Corvo?
Yes.
Stetser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
All right, that passes. Thank you. Item 7, public comment. Seeing that there is none. Council.
Question about the First Street Plaza, just looking for a update on when you anticipate the fence to finally disappear. By the way, I looked at the kiosks, they look great.
With credit gen and their team.
Yep.
They did all the legwork on that, this was passed through the first. So in regards to the fence, that's a great question. I don't know if you've been down there recently. We did demobilize a large section of fence again today, shrinking the site footprint, in my opinion, substantially, essentially encompassing the trellis. And the reason for that is because several safety features, including the grab rails and railings, the code required stairs and drop-off, for lack of a better term, have yet to be power-coded and installed. So until that time comes, I'm uncomfortable removing the fence and a lot of public access to the plaza. So my best guess and date to remove that fence will be the first couple of weeks in March. We're doing everything we can to accelerate that time frame, but at this time, we're still waiting for that material to come from.
What about the solar panels on top? What's going on with that? Are those at a later time, the solar panels, or?
No, now that all the purlins have been installed, we installed the last fall, 4 purlins on Friday. Those purlins are the cross braces
Right.
that you see have been going on over the last couple of weeks. Purlins were installed Friday. Today, the last mounting bracket for the lights were installed, and the electricians will be here Wednesday to start installing the down lights for the on the trellis. They also have a pretty substantial amount of conduit runs and wire pulls to prepare for the TV panel. So right now, I've been told by the general contractor that the electrician that's installing the solar system is expected first of March. That's the time frame I have right now.
Okay.
But things will continue to happen and will each and every day out there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you anticipate all that being done before that St. Patrick's Day parade?
Everything done before the thing?
Like the fence, a ton of traffic, a lot of people, very outdoor, the weather's been amazing. I'm just thinking like, you're gonna have how many people down there? Do we think that the fencing will be down before the parade, or?
It's hard to say. It'll just depend on how fast we can get that material from the power coder, and get it installed. So, it's actually a rather quick install, just a matter of pouring the concrete wall, matching up the railing and grouting the railing basically. So, as long as they come in time, we can do that. The other option would be to, sorry, this is like blinding. The other option would be to remove the fence and install temporary rails, which is not a very popular option, one, because the city was adding extra, and two, would likely be very unaesthetic feeling. So at this time, we're kind of leaning towards securing the site, but if it was the desire of the council to do that, it certainly be done.
Any other questions?
Good, great job, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And looking for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Munn,
Yes.
Montanelli,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
St.Charles.
Yes.
Wirball,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
Ritter.
Yeah.
All right, we are adjourned. Good evening.